Yes, hello, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our very first episode of our game review with some, special chess games. So, this particular game is a game between Ding Liren and Magnus Carlsen. Uh, this was played last year, 2022, at the Chessable Masters, brought by Chess24. It's part of the Meltwater Champions Tour, and this is not a standard or classical format of chess. This is a rapid game, and reason why I'm bringing this game up because it we just came into another era of chess. Magnus Carlsen has abdicated his throne, and Ding Liren right here is the recently crowned the 17th world champion by beating Jan Nepomniachtchi. And uh, apparently, between these two players, Magnus Carlsen has the better record, has a positive score against Ding. But we are highlighting this because Ding wins, and it's just magic to see these two great players in action. So, without further much ado, let's walk right through the game itself. So, Ding starts with d4, d5, c4, and c6. So Carlsen decides to play a Slav defense. He's played this opening numerous times before, and Ding is no stranger to this opening. So knight f3 it's a book move. Knight f6, e3, and bishop g4, pinning the knight and the queen. Just Ding pokes the bishop out. Takes, e6, knight c3, knight bd7. Bishop d3, bishop b4, castles. Rook d1, rook e8. Just having some ideas by actually putting some pressure into the white center. And white's job is at least connect both of the rooks right here. Queen retreats to e2, maybe planning to get some use of his pawns right here to create a structure and prevent some ideas by black to push to e5. But yes, Magnus just moves queen to e7, bishop d2, a6, bishop e1, rook to d8, c5, bishop retreats, and there we have it. F4 has been played. So this has been played by Ding in order to prevent some ideas by black to actually use this diagonal. So it might be a headache somewhere in the game. So just a precautionary idea for Ding right here. Okay, the bishop moves again, and Ding takes advantage of it because it's a discovering the attack on that piece. But Magnus does not worry because it has extra force right here to attack on Ding's e3 pawn, which is actually a backward pawn. So when you have a backward pawn in a pawn chain such as this is the most or the weakest part in a pawn chain. So I'm not an expert, but that's what the book says. Takes. Okay, just trying to balance some of the forces and trying to attack somewhere in the future. Rook to b3, knight maneuvers. Magnus actually loves maneuvering the knights, especially at this space. Maybe threatening to capture either one of these pawns, and black can't just reply by taking the knight because it's open along the e file. So if Magnus will take control on the e file, Ding might be in really serious trouble right here. Queen f3. Okay, just quiet move, trying to maneuver so we can actually see a bit of a pattern right here or a theme. because both knights against the bishop pair. So this might be very interesting. It could be either an open game or a closed game. Yeah. Knight to e4, taking the outpost. Bishop just retreats in a quiet move. Magnus supports the knight by pushing f5. Right there. Moves. So everything is just, everything has to be careful right here. One single mistake might actually lead to disaster, but according at least to the computer evaluation, we can see that Ding is slightly better in this position, giving the situation a +1 situation. So I think that's a good idea. Just, So apparently, because the king side of Ding right here is very probably dangerous, because the rooks could actually maybe maneuver and attack this side. So he just the king tries to move away from that danger zone on the king side. But Magnus improves the position piece. Okay, Ding moves. Apparently the computer says that bishop a5 is an inaccuracy, but I don't know, that's just the computer. But maybe Ding has some devious plan right here on the queen side of black. Rook f7, the king is just moving away, I'm not going to engage. My priority is king safety. So that is a great idea. So if you don't have a solid attacking power at first, well, you must consider your king safety. Knight to knight hf6, supporting the knight. So this is a very solid position for black, just sustaining situation, not try to make hasty moves, because it's risky if you make some dangerous risks out there. Okay, this happens. Bishop is trying to make use of these two diagonals right here. Because the knight might take advantage of it in the future. Pushes the pawn. Bishop d1. So apparently the computer says that queen h1 is a miss. But so this is how it goes. So in this position, the computer evaluation says that both sides are equal. So it's a very difficult situation. It's a bit tricky and very interesting. This is just useful. Look at the knight is just defending and both of the knights are defending and attacking at the same time. So Magnus attacks the rook. Ding just pushes his bishop to g5. So you can see the structure right here. It's like a pawn chain, but the bishop is acting like an extra pawn by actually utilizing the squares right here. So not making preventing the knight from making any naughty jumps right there. But Ding does not mind if he will lose one rook or he will lose the exchange. Knight takes rook, rook takes knight. Okay, there we have it. Bishop takes knight because the knight jumps to f6. So the position right here is a bit an advantage for white. If he will take this part, we have a very useful part of the bishop right here. The center is still good for white. Okay, threatening to move or threatening the queen, but Ding has there's high how do you describe it? It's all out. Pinning. So actually trying to threat some discoveries right here, and black is threatening or add some more pressure in the f4 pawn. That's discovered check. So in the evaluation bar is almost off the charts with very positive evaluation for white right here. Now just check, and then attacking the back rank. So this is where when you're a beginner or you're intermediate, it's a very important factor that you will take control of the back rank of your opponent. So this is what's actually happening right here. Takes. It was at this point that Magnus just resigned, and Ding successfully eliminates him from the Meltwater Champions, or what was the tournament again? It's the Chessable Masters. But in this particular tournament, Chessable Masters, Ding not only eliminates the world number 1, but also winning the tournament later on. And this is just one of the main examples, or just proof that Ding is a legitimate world champion. Even though at this point he was still going to the candidates, but we can actually see and that Ding is that not one of the players where Magnus can just beat easily. So I think it's a very beautiful game, and I hope many of you will see some more of my videos. And yeah, thank you for coming. Yeah, bye bye.